To control the cache behavior in Next.js, you must provide an option object for the fetch method. First option object is a cache no store. This means whenever a request is made, it always gets a fresh data from the server, not from the cache. For example, if you add a data to the server and then make a request through API, it sends the request to the server, retrieves it from the database and sends it back as a response. If you add one more piece of data and make a request, it takes the data from the server, and here data is not cached. So if new data is added to the server, it will be immediately visible in the next request. This is ideal for the real-time data that changes frequently. So this option tells Next.js to fetch the fresh data from the server every time, bypassing the cache completely. And here is the point that you must remember when using this option object. First, it always fetches a new data from the server, and it does not store any response in the cache. So using the cache no store option, you can control the caching. That means whenever you don't want to store data in a cache but you want directly from the server, use this option. Now next option is cache force cache. This means always use the cache data if available. Don't get it from the server. In simple words, if a new data is added to the server, it will be reflected in the application once the cache is manually cleared or the application is rebuilt. For example, first let's make a request. As you can see, the cache is empty now. So this request goes to the server first. The response from the server is saved into cache and then it goes to the client. Now let's add new data to the server and again make a request. This request takes the data from the cache, not from the server. Now make one more request again and it gets the data from the cache. This means it always uses the cache data if it exists. It doesn't matter how much new data you add to the server, added data is available when you manually clear the cache. So this option tells Next.js to always use the cache version if available. And here is the point that you must remember when using this option object. First, it uses the cached version if it exists. If no cache exists, it fetches from the server and caches the response. The cache does not expire unless manually cleared. Remember, this option is a default behavior. Finally, we have option object next, then as an object revalidate and which accepts a value in seconds. That means if new data is added to the server, it will be visible once the revalidation period has passed and a new request is made. For example, let's say the revalidation period is 10 seconds. If new data is added to the server, it will not be visible before 10 seconds. It will become visible after 10 seconds or when the revalidation period expires. You can change this revalidation period to any second. It depends upon you. So this option implements a incremental static regeneration or ISR in short. It caches the data for the specified number of seconds. And here is the point that you must remember when using this option object. It caches the response for the specified duration. After the time expires, it serves the cache version for one more request while fetching a new data in the background. It updates the cache with a new data for a subsequent request or the next request. From the examples, I hope you understand how to use the different cache options to control the cache behavior using the fetch method in Next.js. So at last, I want to say don't forget to subscribe my channel and thank you.